Hello and hello there, and welcome to the News Brief GSN for Friday, December 6, 2024. Thanks so much for tuning in. Happy St. Nicholas Day, everyone. So hope that everyone is doing something fun and festive for this day of St. Nicholas Day. So what is happening here in our parish here? Lots of things are coming up here. So we have the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, which will be celebrated this year on December 9th. Normally it's on December 8th, but through things that are kind of confusing, I suppose, it's celebrated on December 9th, and it is a holy day of obligation. I guess in short, the Immaculate Conception is the feast day. She is the patroness of the United States, and so it remains a holy day, but you cannot go trump the second Sunday of Advent. So it gets moved and the obligation moved with it. It's a rare thing. We don't normally have that happen, but it happened this time. So it'll be on December the 9th. Please make plans to attend. We will have here a 7 a.m., 8:30, and then 6 p.m. Those are the English options, as well as a 7:30 Mass. We had for a while been doing a noon Mass, but we are trying to go without that and encouraging people, if that's the best option for them, to go to St. Joseph or Holy Trinity for the noon Mass. We're just trying to consolidate our resources a little bit and not maybe burn everyone out. And theoretically, that's close to most people, one of those two spots as well. So that noon option is a possibility. Noon at St. Joseph and 12:15 at Holy Trinity. Again, ours are at 7 a.m., 8:30 with the school, 6 p.m., and then a 7:30 p.m. Spanish Mass. Our Lady of Guadalupe is also next week, and it's on December the 12th. However, the big celebration is the night before. It's really a bit like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and most people don't do much on Christmas Day evening other than kind of, at least in my experience, are kind of taking in all of the stuff that just happened on Christmas Eve, on Christmas Day. Presents have been opened, whatever, there might be a dinner or whatever, and people might be traveling, but there's not as many activities that are happening on Christmas Day evening as there are Christmas Eve evening, and especially in church life. And so that's kind of the same thing that happens, at least around here, on the Our Lady of Guadalupe celebration. Our Lady of Guadalupe Eve is really big around here. Maybe not as much in Mexico, but it is really big here. You know, Feast of the Our Lady of Guadalupe is a national holiday in Mexico, so the traditional way would be to have a midnight Mass and singing the Mañanitas, the songs to Mary, at the very beginning of the day, and then celebrating until late in the night. But here, people have to work and go to school, so we have adapted. So I would encourage anyone to come to the celebration that'll be happening in the evening on the 11th. My recommendation for those that are watching this program, perhaps that don't speak Spanish and maybe aren't familiar at all with the traditions, I would encourage you to come around 7:40 to around 8:30. There will be some dances, there will be some songs, and then the youth group, the Spanish youth anyway, will be doing a play on Our Lady of Guadalupe. And they've been working really hard, and it's really neat to see these young people telling the story of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Now that'll all be in Spanish, but you can still pick up probably enough and just experiencing that. One of the things that came out of our preliminary results from the strategic plan is we need to have more opportunities for the Spanish community and the English community to come together and to work together. Well, if we're going to do that, we need both people that speak Spanish or more Hispanic culture and those who speak English and more American English speaking culture to stretch themselves and to come to events that are important to the other folks, to the other culture. And this has not been a big celebration for many on the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, but is really important for many people in our parish. So if you want to do your part to help bring us more together, I encourage you to come. And that it goes from like 6 p.m. till about 11 p.m. or 11:30. The Mass is at 9. Oh, so maybe probably 11. Mass is at 9. That'll go till a little after 10. There'll be some more songs after that. There'll be a social afterwards. So it goes from about 6 p.m. until about 11:30 at night. Any time that you'd come would be fine. But my recommendation is, as I look at the schedule, about 7:40 to 8:30, you get a good taste and see what's going on. So that'd be my recommendation. We have the really exciting opportunity. The Overland Park Orchestra will be here with us, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, December the 15th. They're doing a concert at 6 p.m. Now, it's not necessarily a sacred concert. It's a Christmas festive concert. And so there will be lots of our beloved hymns and stuff with full orchestra and organ, and it'll be lovely. But there'll also be some things that are a little bit more in the realm of secular celebration. So I believe that they're going to do some excerpts from the Nutcracker as well, the orchestra. So it'll be a whole conglomeration of things that will hopefully lift your spirits during this Christmas winter season. You know, a lot of my favorite Christian artists, when they release a Christmas CD, they've kind of got a combination of favorite Christmas songs and new Christmas songs and some things that are not necessarily Christian, but they fit in with the season. That's kind of what this concert is. So I love the Amy Grant, especially the first two Christmas albums. Michael W. Smith's Christmas albums are lovely, but they also have Winter Wonderland and stuff. So that's kind of the same kind of thing. It's certainly Christian and in our church and everything, but there's some other kind of things that fit in with that. So just to let people know, that's the kind of concert that we are having. And then El Buen Pastor, they're having a fundraiser for the Tidal Wave Auto Spa. So if you go to this little link, you can get a coupon, I believe. There's more information right here on this flyer. So it's a great opportunity to support El Buen Pastor and to support our communities working together. This Saturday, tomorrow, I should have done this first, I guess. Tomorrow is Breakfast with Santa. So I'm so glad that the Knights of Columbus were able to arrange Santa to appear again for us this year. And so he'll be there 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. There'll be lots of breakfast food, biscuits and gravy. It should be a wonderful evening, and the children can come up and talk to Santa and get their lists submitted. So Breakfast with Santa, thanks to the Knights of Columbus. It's a wonderful event each year. And tonight we have the youth group, the J-High youth group, junior high, and it's their Christmas celebration. Becca was just saying that we still have spots, so you can still get in there, or you can just show up with your... the middle school kids can show up and celebrate, and it should be a fun evening tonight. I think that is everything that I have to report today. This week I have the 8 a.m., the 5 p.m. Let's reverse that. I've got the 5 p.m., the 8 a.m., and the 4 p.m. in the evening. So 5 p.m., 8 a.m., and 4 p.m. And then we have our final penance service this Sunday. So there's penance services in the afternoon and penance services in the evening. The final one is at Nativity Parish, which is where I will be on Sunday evening for the final penance service at Nativity. And then, of course, there'll be confessions throughout Advent, as there normally are on Thursdays and Saturdays. So it's a good opportunity to go to the Sacrament of Reconciliation before Christmas. I think that's everything for today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next time.